Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another 10 pens currently inked this week. I think let's go through these briefly one by one. We'll go through them in a little bit more detail and then we'll do a writing sample. So from left to right we have the Gilbert House pens, and this is the Homerton and this is in the Amboyna Burl. We have a Gilbert House pens and this is the Blue Box Elder Burl. We have another Gilbert House pens, and this is in the green box Mali Burl. We have another Gilbert House pens. This is in the grey box Elder Burl. Another Gilbert House pens, and this is in the red box Elder Burl. We have a Ryan Krusac Legend 16 in the Koi. A Ryan Krusac Legend 16 in the Dragon Slayer. We have a Mike Green, and this is the blue Juma Dragon. We have a Mike Green, and this is the purple Juma Dragon. And we have a Morgan Wisser, and this is the orange gold leaf Urushi. So I think let's take a look at these pens in a little bit more detail. So this is the Amboyna Burl in the Homerton from Gilbert House Pens. And when I saw this available on Brad's Instagram at Gilbert House Pens, I just thought this looked absolutely stunning. I do like the colouring and also the pattern in this Burl. So I'm very, I say Burl, it's Amboyna Burl, but I'm very glad that I was able to pick this one up. This comes with a number 6 size, and this is a Cypress nib. I could have got a Bock or a Yovo nib on there, but I got a Cypress nib. It's a cartridge converter pen. You can't post the cap, but it's a really long size in my hand, so I don't feel the need to do so. And there's also a, I believe it was Red Dragon resin here as well. And that is, I think it's a diamond cast material if memory serves me right. So I have that one inked up. I picked that one up at the London Pen Show. That was in March this year. This one I picked up in October last year, actually. This is, again, a blue box Elder Burl from Gilbert House Pens. And I saw this on his table, and I was just in love with not only the blue, but the whiteness here as well. I thought the contrast was quite good between the blue and the white. And then also you've got the box Elder Burl here as well. And there's some sort of little knots and that in here. Really, really stunning. So again, very, very glad I was able to pick this one up. All of these pens actually on the in the trade today are cartridge converter pens. This came with a Bock number 6 size nib, and it's a steel nib, although two-tone, and that's a medium nib. I actually got the Amboyna Burl in a broad nib, Cypress nib. But again, you can see in the size of my hand, it's a pretty good size. And again, you can't post the cap. I think a lot of Brad's pens are not designed to be posted, but that's perfectly fine. The next pen inked up this week is again a Gilbert House Pens, and this is the green Mali Burl, and this really is a beautiful material. I'd say the green is a little bit more on a bluish green, kind of jade colour, but the Burl here, the Mali Burl, is again a very beautiful colour there. So I picked that up again October last year along with the blue one. And that comes with a number 6 size Yovo nib. Again, cartridge converter, and you can't post the cap on this, but I really do like the Mali Burls. And I might have to actually talk to Brad and see if maybe we can get some other resin colours in that Mali Burl, because that really is, for me, a beautiful material. Same with the Amboyna Burl. I've got nothing against the box Elder Burls, but I do find that, I don't know, I just like that colour of the wood, the burl, a little bit more. The next pen inked up is this one, and it is again a Gilbert House pens. It's a grey box Elder Burl custom made pen, as all of these are custom made pens. And I picked this up in the London Pen Show in March this year. You can probably see why. That the grey here, the contrast is just stunning. So for me, I really had to pick this pen up. And it comes with a number 6 size Yovo nib, and yes, again, you can't post a cap. It's a cartridge converter pen, but it's a decent size in my hand. And honestly, like, I remember saying to Brad on the day before the pen show opened, I actually said, he said, "Is there anything else you like the look of on my table?" And I said, "Yeah, this grey box Elder Burl." And I did say, well, maybe I should just leave it to the end of the show. And he did say, "You do realise that that one is going to be popular and is going to sell?" And I said, "Yeah." And then I decided to buy it. It did sell quite quickly and was obviously quite popular. So very glad that I was able to add that one to my collection. And also, he'd also made this one for me, and I bought it. It wasn't a gift, but he remembered that I said about a red box Elder Burl. So he'd got several rods in of this, and he made this and turned it. And again, I absolutely love it. So when I saw the rod that he actually showed me a photo of, I said, "Yeah, I think I definitely would like that." And then when he turned the pen and I saw this, it was like, yeah, I definitely want this pen. So this again comes with a number 6 size. This is a Bock broad nib, and this one was broad as well. Again, cartridge converter. You can't post the cap, but these wood resin hybrid pens are just quite inviting to me. I don't know what it is about resin pens, but I've just maybe not. I don't want to say been going off of them lately. It's just I have so many, and I just like something that's a little bit more different and unique. And I can definitely say this one as well that I picked up at the London Pen Show is definitely different and unique. It's a Ryan Krusac Legend 16 in the koi. You've got a koi fish here. You've got the RK for Ryan Krusac, 33 of 150. And the thing that really did spark my love of this pen is this cap, this two-tone cap. It really is stunning. And I'm glad that I picked this up from John at St. John's Pens. Again, it has a Yovo nib, but this one is a double broad nib, and wow, all I can say is wow, this is a nice writing nib. Again, can't post the cap on this either. You can see a certain theme there amongst a lot of custom pens that ultimately you can't post the caps on them. But ultimately, I don't feel the need to have to post the caps. Would I want to post the caps? Maybe now and again, but for me, though, I would say that it's perfectly fine not being able to post the caps. The next pen is a pen I picked up a good couple, I want to say couple of years ago. I think it was longer than that, actually. This is again is a Ryan Krusac. It's the Legend 16 Dragon Slayer. I want to say it was about 2020, maybe 2021 that may have been 2022 that I picked this one up. I can't really remember, but I do remember ordering this from Ryan Krusac directly, and I really do love this. I think on the original unboxing review, I did say that I kind of wish that he'd lacquered it. I do think the koi looks really nice lacquered. But also, I'd say that this actually sort of gets its own patina over time. So the whiteness on here, you can see two very different contrasty whites. And this is, I think, moose antler. and it's naturally shed moose antler that Ryan uses, and then he's got a wood cap here that he has also engraved as well. This is just a beautiful pen, and I really like it. It's got a number 6 size Yovo nib. It's a medium nib there. Again, cartridge converter. You can't post the cap. But I do like these Legend 16s from Ryan Krusac, and I do want more. I think I will probably be looking out to see what he makes. I know he is making a lot less pens purely because of his shoulder injury, and I completely understand that, because I have a neck injury as well, which is causing me a lot of shoulder issues, and I find just sitting down at a desk for long periods of time, or even writing, it affects it and creates a lot of pain, numbness, and so I completely sympathise with Ryan about his shoulder injury. So I think it also makes it a little bit more special to be able to get a pen from Ryan like that, that he makes in a more recent batch. So I'm going to keep an eye open for those. The next 2 pens, actually, and this one specifically, is a Mike Green, and this is the Blue Juma Dragon, or Blue Snake, depending on how you want to look at it. This is a beautiful material. Now, that pattern isn't quite lined up, and I will line it up. There's 3 threads here. There you go. That looks quite nice. So I do like this material from Atlas Supplies. I believe that it's in the US. It's a really nice material. It comes in a lot of different colours. I do have a custom nib on here, and this is a Yovo nib, and it is a nib engraved by Engraver India, and this again, the nib was donated to me, or gifted to me, by Dr. Joe Vitolo. Really like that nib. That really is nice. And that is, I believe, a broad nib I have on here. Now, the difference with these is that they come with, from Mike Green, they come with a larger TWSBI converter. Now, I do believe you can still fit a regular converter in there, although I've not tried it. I do like that larger TWSBI converter. It holds a good 1.2 to 1.5 milliliters of ink, so very good. Again, you can't post the cap on this pen, not designed to be posted, but if I get one of those threads lined up, probably, again, it just has to be the 3rd thread again, but that one is lined up now. And the next pen here, again, is the purple Juma Dragon from Mike Green. And again, this was one that really I fell in love with when I saw this, and I happened to mention to Mike and said, hey, look, the pens on your website, are they actually just what's in stock, or are they all of your pens that you've made? And he said, no, they're just the ones in stock. And I was like, wow, okay, I do need to grab this one in that case, because I do have a little bit of a problem waiting long periods of time. I don't mind something shipping and taking 3 to 4 weeks to arrive, certainly from like the US or from another country. But for me, though, I don't really like to sit around waiting for pens to be commissioned nowadays. This comes with a number 6 size Yovo nib. Actually, say Yovo. That's a Bock nib on this one. Actually, now I'm wondering, is that a Bock nib or is that a Yovo nib? That's a Yovo. This is a Bock nib. So yeah, and I did get a separate nib there as well for that one. But again, this has a TWSBI converter. You can see that it's right out of ink. So gonna need to fill this one back up again this week. Can't post the cap on this one, but hey, look, I don't need to post my caps, but this really is a stunning material. So very glad I have that one. Potentially will be inked up once I re-ink it. And then the last pen inked up is the Morgan Wisser, and this is an orange gold leaf Urushi pen, and this really is beautiful. I picked this up at the London Pen Show in March this year. Really is quite stunning. I just love how that coppery, goldy, orangey look to this pen. It's just wonderful. And if I unscrew the cap, I actually have on here a Bock number 6 size music nib. And I knew it when I bought it. I was a little bit like, my heart sank a little bit when John at St. John's Pens mentioned to me, said, "You do realise this is a music nib?" And I was like, yeah, because I don't normally do music nibs, and I don't really do stub nibs nowadays. Like a board or potentially a double board, yes, I can go to, but this writes more like between a board and a double board. It's a 14 karat gold nib. Does come with a cartridge converter pen, filling mechanism there that you can see. Just a standard Schmidt K5, but this it's got a lot of threads on it. But this is a nice pen. I can post the cap on this one, although it doesn't post that deeply as you can see there. But if I wanted to, I could. I don't feel the need to post it, so for me that's fine. But again, I have that one inked up this week as well. So I think with that, let's now go and do a writing sample. So the first pen inked up this week is the Gilbert House pens, and this is the Amboyna Burl. So we'll do an ink swatch here first, and I actually have a nice coloured ink in here, and I do think this is a good match. So this is the Gilbert House pens, and it is the Amboyna Burl. And this is a broad, but it is a cypress nib. So I would say it's writing a little bit, maybe slightly towards a medium. It is a steel nib. All of the other cypress nibs I have are actually 14 or 18 karat gold. So it's actually nice to be able to try a steel nib. The ink in here today is Diamine Ochre, which is a lovely brown ink, and I think it matches that pen quite nicely. The next pen inked up is the Gilbert House pens, and this is the Blue Box Elder Burl. We'll do an ink swatch here. And this is a lovely writer, and last year when I bought this one and the Mali Burl, I actually got it in a medium nib because I thought I'm going to be writing letters a lot with it, and typically I've been writing more with medium nibs. But the more recent ones I actually got in a broad nib, and I'm actually liking them a little bit more actually. So this is the Gilbert House pens, and it's a Blue Box Elder Burl, and it's a medium, and it's a steel nib. And there's nothing wrong with steel nibs. I do have a lot of steel nibs and like them, but I also have a lot of gold nibs and like them too. The ink in here today is Visconti Turquoise, which is a lovely turquoisey blue ink. The next pen inked up is the Gilbert House pens, and this is the green Mali Burl. And we'll do an ink swatch here. And this again is a medium nib. This was my first two pens from Brad at Gilbert House Pens. So this is a Gilbert House pens, and it's a green Mali, and I want to say it's double L double E. I can't remember exactly. Burl. And it's a medium and it's a steel nib. I think it is LLEE. And then the ink in here is KWZ Grass Green. I probably could put a jade coloured ink in there and it would probably match up better. But I do like KWZ Grass Green. The next pen inked up is the Gilbert House pens, and this is a grey box Elder Burl. So we'll do an ink swatch here. And this is a pen that I picked up in March this year at the London Pen Show. And it's a Gilbert House pens. And it's a grey box Elder Burl. And I did pick this one up in a broad, and it's a steel nib. And the ink in here is now I put in here Diamine Earl Grey, and I really do like this coloured ink. Not just the colour, the ink actually is quite lubricated as well. The next pen inked up is the Gilbert House Pens Red Box Elder Burl. Clean that off a little bit. So this is an ink swatch. And I know what's probably happened on this one is that I did re-ink it recently. So I do have a little bit of red ink now on my fingers. I clearly probably over-inked it slightly. So this is the Gilbert House pens, and it's a red box Elder Burl, and again it's a broad nib, but this is a cypress nib, and so it's a steel nib. I should say it is cypress. No, sorry, it's a Bock nib. And the ink in here is actually Diamine, and it's Passion Red. I've been thinking about putting in Poppy Red in here, but Passion Red, I do find it's not quite as lubricated. So it might be something that when that runs out again, I will probably look to change and put a different red ink in there. I actually do think, just thinking about this, I'm looking at an ink on my ink wall, and Diamine Ho 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 would be a really good match for that. So perhaps I'll do that next time. The next one inked up is the Ryan Krusac Legend 16 in the Koi. So we'll do an ink swatch here, and this you'll probably remember I said is a double broad nib, and oh my god, this is beautiful. This nib just, I want to say sings, it doesn't sing actually, but it's just very, very smooth writing nib, no issues whatsoever. It's a Yovo nib, but I do like this double broad. So this is the Ryan Krusac Legend 16 in the Koi in a double broad steel nib again, but this writes beautifully. And then the ink in here is Diamine Tobacco Sunburst, and I had used this ink before. I had inked it up before. I'd done ink swatches with that ink, and to be honest, I didn't like it. But in that pen, it's a perfect match, and I love it. The next pen inked up is the Ryan Krusac Legend 16 Dragon Slayer. So we'll do an ink swatch. Now, in the past, I have actually put an orange ink in here, and you could probably see some remnants of orange with that grey, just making it look a little bit more of a yellowy grey. But this is the Ryan Krusac Legend 16, and it's in the Dragon Slayer. And this is a medium, and it's a steel nib. But wow, I really want to put a double board in here. So I'm going to buy a double board. It's not going to have the RK logo on the nib engraved, but I'm going to actually buy a double board Yovo nib and put that in there and at some point and actually see how it writes. The ink in here is Diamine Earl Grey, but as you can see, because I've had an orangey, yellowy orangey ink in here for quite some time. I had cleaned it out, but that is an interesting sort of colour shift there. The next pen inked up is the Mike Green, and this is the blue Juma Dragon. And you'll notice I've started more so calling this the blue Juma Dragon instead of the blue snake. Technically, it is the blue snake, but it's exactly the same pattern as in the other Juma Dragon, so I'm just calling it a Juma Dragon. So this is the Mike Green, and it's a blue Juma Dragon, and this is a I want to say it is a broad nib, I think. Pretty sure. Might even actually be a medium, actually. And it is a steel nib. I'll have to have a look on my database and see. And then the ink in here is Diamine China Blue. And I'd say that this writes quite differently in terms of the colour compared to what I've seen in a lot of other pens inked up with Diamine China Blue. The next pen inked up is the Mike Green, and this is the purple Juma Dragon. So again, we'll do an ink swatch here. And this nib again writes beautifully well. So this is the Mike Green, purple Juma Dragon. And I do know that this is definitely a broad steel nib, and I'm pretty sure the other one is as well. The ink in here today is KWZ Gummy Berry, which is a nice purple ink. And it's been one I've been going through quite a bit over the last couple of years. And then the last pen inked up is the Morgan Wisser, and this is the orange gold leaf Urushi. So we'll do an ink swatch on this one. And this is quite, again, a wide nib. It's a music nib. So this is the Morgan Wisser, and it's the orange gold leaf Urushi, and it's a music nib, and it's a 14 cat gold nib, and I could just fit it on there. And then the ink in here today is KWZ Grapefruit. I just had to think about it there because I couldn't quite remember which ink I'd put in that pen. So I think let's take a look at these pens inked up one more time. We've got a Gilbert House pens in the Amboyna Burl with a broad steel nib inked up with Diamine Ochre. We have a Gilbert House pens Blue Box Elder Burl in a medium steel nib inked up with Visconti Turquoise. We have a Gilbert House pens Green Mally Burl in a medium steel nib inked up with KWZ Grass Green. We have a Gilbert House pens Grey Box Elder Burl in a broad steel nib inked up with Diamine Earl Grey. We have a Gilbert House pens Red Box Elder Burl in a broad steel nib inked up with Diamine Passion Red. We have a Ryan Krusac Legend 16 in the Koi in a double board steel nib inked up with Diamine Tobacco Sunburst. We have a Ryan Krusac Legend 16 in a Dragon Slayer in a medium steel nib inked up with Diamine Earl Grey. We have a Mike Green Blue Juma Dragon in a broad steel nib inked up with Diamine China Blue. We have a Mike Green, and this is the purple Juma Dragon in a broad steel nib inked up with KWZ Gummy Berry. And then we have a Morgan Wisser in the orange gold leaf Urushi in the music 14 karat gold nib inked up with KWZ Grapefruit. So there you have it. That's my 10 pens currently inked for this week. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.